guys, how's it going? This is Bradmall coming at you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the interior of this horse stable right here behind me. In the previous video, I showed you how to build this horse stable. That video got a little bit long, so we decided to break it up and do the exterior, and in this video, we're going to do the interior. So if you haven't built this barn and you want to see how to build it, go ahead and click over and find that video. I'm going to put it in the top right now that you can click on and go right over there to it, build the barn, and then come back over here and see how I did the interior. And if you've already watched and got this barn built, well then come on, let's go inside and let's get the interior built. Okay, now for the inside, just ignore the sea lanterns. I just put those in here so we can kind of brighten up the situation because we haven't added any lights yet and it's pretty stinking dark. And so what we're gonna do here is come right here on the edge of this log right here, and we're just gonna place a stripped oak. And I chose this version where it's kind of got that texture on all four sides there, and or all four sides, but all six sides. And then we're gonna do a fence, an oak fence, and then another one on top of that like that. And then we're gonna take some trap doors and go like this. That's actually gonna be our gates to keep our horses in. And then we're gonna repeat it, the same thing. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do the stripped log, the fence post, and then the stripped log on top of that. And then right here, we're gonna do a spruce stair, a spruce trap door, and on top of that, we're gonna throw an upside down stair like that. And then basically just repeat that. So the stripped log, the fence, and then the stripped again. And then we're gonna do two trap doors, and then just basically repeat what we just did there with the stripped log, the oak, the stair, the trap door of the spruce, and then the upside down stair of the spruce. And then we're gonna do the stripped log again, the fence post, the stripped log, and then we'll go ahead and put through this here in this corner. That way it's not hard to do. Do that there, and then the trap doors, and there we go. We've kind of got that shape there going for us right there. And now what we're gonna do right here, we're gonna take our planks, kind of go like that. That way you can ride your horse underneath there. We're gonna do planks here as well, and planks here as well. If you don't have the planks right there, the horse, they can jump over that, okay? So you got to make sure if you're going to use these spruce trap doors or trap doors as your gates, which I really love this idea. I don't know, just I like it better than just the gates, you know. The gates for the outside work fine, but I just like this for right here. And so you got to make sure you have that there, or else they'll be able to jump out. Okay, coming on top of here, we're going to place some lanterns. That'll help shine some light. And then we're going to take some oak trap doors and slap them on top of that like so. Nope, like so. And then we're going to fill this in with planks like so. And then we should have something that looks like that there. And we can kind of even, you know, do, you know, what we've been doing, kind of mess it up just a little bit and add some of that strip variance in there. And basically you're just going to take this and flip-flop it onto this side. So just take that right there, flip-flop it over to here. And there we go. Now we've got it on both sides, and we're going to come in here to divide our horse stalls up. And right here in the middle, we're going to take our stripped and run it along like this, and then just basically take some dark oak slabs and slap them up there like that. And then even on the back side here, we're going to throw the trap door there. So now we can just kind of come on over, close that, open this one here, and then do the same thing right here in the middle for this one. And then now we've got, we're getting all crazy with our block placement, and then the slabs on top of that there, just so your horses can't jump over there by themselves. And then your trap door right here in the middle of that too. And so now you've got 3 on this side, and we'll do the same thing over here. Come along here, right here in the middle, and do the stripped version. You could probably want it all go in the same direction so it doesn't look all wonka-do. I mean, you could change it if you wanted. You could kind of swap it up and make it, if that's what you want. If you wanted kind of a checkered look, you could definitely do that. And then just right here, do the same thing. And that is going to be our 6 stalls for our stallions, for our steeds, for our horses. And then we're going to come up here on the top of this, and we're actually going to go 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 here, and then the same thing here, 1, 2, 3, skipping this right here, and then 1, 2, 3. And basically what I want you to do here is take a spruce log and go across the top of like that right here in the blank, basically starting right here on the top of this trap door. Do your spruce log like that, fill that in on both of those sides, and then bring it across like this. Okay, bring it across like this, and it's going to create this nice little, you know, kind of you know, sturdy it up a little bit. And we're going to leave this as a hole here. And then you can kind of hang a couple more lanterns there just for some more lighting. You don't have to have lanterns here in the floor. That doesn't make any sense into your horse stall. Let's change out our blocks to fill out our floor here. Okay, I went ahead and cleared out the floor in here just so you didn't have to see me do that. But basically here, when we come out on the outside here, we're going to knock out these 5 blocks in line with our base here with the stone. And we're going to place this smooth stone right here in a line like so. And then we're going to come over here to the other side and do the exact same thing. Basically, knock out the grass that's right here in line underneath the archway here and add your smooth stone. Now, we're going to fill this all in with the gravel. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, now that that's all filled in with gravel, we're going to do what we've been doing. We're just going to kind of come in here and poke some holes, mess it up real good. I might even do this a couple times and fill it in with the andesite. I think that just kind of gives your floor just a nice texture for the flooring. And, you know, like I said, I might even come in here and do it a couple more times. Not too concerned about what I'm doing, just kind of messing it up and adding that in. And I think that's a nice floor there. I like that. In here, I'm just going to leave these grass, okay? I'm just going to leave these grass for in here for right now. You could kind of do the same texture if you wanted to carry it in there. Obviously not leave the sea lanterns in there, but I'm just going to leave it grass for right now, and I think that's going to work for me. Let's move on to filling in the roof. Okay, to start us off, we basically need to fill in this area with some oak slabs. So we're going to fill this whole area in, this area in, this area in, and this area in with oak slabs on the top. So we have a nice floor for our second floor and a roof for our first floor. And we're going to leave this open here. So I'm going to go ahead and fill all of that in. Okay, and when you have it all filled in, you should have something that looks like this. Just basically a nice oak plank wrapping with a nice giant hole right here. Okay, so we're going to come in here and we're going to add we're just going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Add a barrel right here and then come over 1, 2, 3, basically to that wall. And then we're going to do the same thing. So basically right here in the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, add a barrel and then go 1, 2, 3 to the wall and then just connect these two like that. And then we're going to go all the way up to our roof, which is 3. That's as far as it'll let you go. 1, 2, 3 right there. And up here, well, now we're going to make some lighting here. So we're going to come here on this side. We're going to take some oak planks, and don't ask me what we're making here. We're just making something for some hanging lights. And so we're going to add some fence posts there. We're going to do the planks across the top. And to me, it just kind of looks like it's a thing kind of hanging over the top of this just to create basically to create something to hang some lights from. And so I just kind of like that. I don't know why I do. I don't know. I just think it's an interesting look. So just the planks across the top here like so, like that. And then just hang some fence posts down and then hang your lights from that. And there you go. You're good to go. Like I said, I think that looks good. We're going to also have some hanging lights over here too as well. So over here, we're just going to take our birch and just basically just cover this up right here. And I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Just cover it up with birch. And then we're going to take some beehives and just fill that next part there. I think this just helps the transition from the birch to our warped to our roof color. It just, I don't know, earlier I was having trouble when I was coming up with this, and I had the birch going up to it and I just didn't like it. And so I've kind of worked out a thing, you know, that kind of helps transition that a little bit. And actually something that is really even a better block, I didn't do it here because it just would be hard to do and kind of plan it into the tutorial, excuse me while I stutter, but you can take this barrel, right? And then basically, if you can, let's place a block and we want to face it this way. If you can get this texture up there that way, facing that way, it's going to look even better. I think it looks better than the beehive, but we're going to work with the beehive for this tutorial. But if you really want to make it better, take this barrel and somehow go out and knock the block out and be able to place it this direction so you can see this on the inside. Okay, so there you go, there's that. And basically we're going to do this on the other side, fill this in, excuse me lanterns, and we're going to fill this in with beehives. And then we're going to come around here and we're going to put our corners, we're going to put some cobblestone walls here, and then just basically wrap that in gates. And when you have this gate here next to a wall, it kind of drops it down, so we got this nice curvature and we're just going to take this all the way around with the gates so we don't fall down the hole. And you can say, well, how do you get up here? How are you going to get up here? We're just going to knock one out here, and we're going to knock one out here, and we're going to grab some lanterns. I mean, it's a stable. It's, you know, a barn stable. They're going to have ladders, and we're just going to slap some ladders there on either side like this. And I kind of like, whoop, not there. I like to change it up and have it on one side and then on the other side on this one. And we can even take and slap so we don't fall down, we can slap a trap door right there if you want to have a trap door, or you can leave it open, whatever you feel. All right, for our next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our oak logs here, and we are going to go right next to this window. Go 1, 2, 3, and then the same thing over here, 1, 2, 3. And I'll just kind of show you on one side. We won't do it on both sides. And I need some planks, some spruce planks. Yes, there we go. And we're going to need a trapdoor again too. Okay, for this we're going to go like here. We're going to put a stair on top of that, and then we're going to do a slab, and then trapdoors right there. So we get this shape right here. Okay, and then we're going to do a slab in the corner here, a slab there, and then don't know why I hit shift there, a trap door, and then we'll go ahead and grab a lantern and throw a lantern on the bottom. Nope, the trap door needs to be right here, but I want it to face, well, okay, it's going to face that way. It's going to face that way. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to take the slab on the top half of that beehive, and then we're going to take our trapdoor and put it up there so we can hang the lantern and get some light there. And so that kind of helps decorate that and kind of helps transition from the birch into the warped color. And like I said, if you can get this texture here behind there, it matches the spruce a lot better, but it's okay. If you don't want to do that and you want to do the beehive, I think it looks just as fine as well. Let me swap out a couple more blocks, I believe. No, we've got the blocks we can do. Okay, basically what we're going to do here is we are going to take an upside down stair right here, and then we're going to take another upside down stair like that. And basically we're going to kind of make this roof a little bit more interesting. And then we're going to take a trap door, and then upside down stair, and then we're going to take and just do trap doors to our logs right there. So that's basically what you want to do right there. And we're going to do the same thing here. Upside down stair, the slab. And earlier when I mentioned if you put a slab on the inside, this is where it could mess you up, where you can't do this. So if you run into a problem where you can't place it, just don't worry about taking down a slab or something, because I think you're gonna be fine. And I think that's what you messed up on. And then I'm even gonna do that here. We're gonna take it on the edges here, right next to the wall, and we're gonna do the same thing. Just our stair, and then this one, what we want to go ahead and do are all the way across except for over here. We're gonna do that, and then basically you'll just repeat this on the other side. And up here, what I did up here is I just went ahead and on the tops here, I just went ahead and did we want this one to be facing this direction so it matches. Basically, I just did that on the top there. And actually, I forgot, I took these gates and ran them along the bottom side of these logs right here. So you just add a little bit more detail to these cross beams right here with those gates on the bottom of them there. And so yeah, this kind of just adds some detail, some support to your roof. We'll go ahead and finish this side here. That way you can see it all finished on one side at least, and then just do the same thing on the other side there. Just run these basically on the other side, and I'll go ahead and do that for you real quick. Okay, and there we go. We've got it all finished and completed. And don't forget to go ahead and carry this design too onto the other side. But we've got the nice supports going here, and that is it, folks. We have finished this horse stable. Okay, we got this horse stable all finished up, the outside, the inside, and we've even filled it with some horses, as you can see. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you got some inspiration or some new building ideas from this build here. And if you did, could you help me out and throw a like on the video? I would super appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, turning on notifications. That way you know whenever I'm putting out new content. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching the video. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.